play action fake. Right side throw, touchdown! Kansas City! McCole Hardman with the catch! Kansas City wins the game! 25-22! And the Chiefs Kingdom has started its own history class for the first time in 6,944 days. There is a back-to-back Super Bowl champion, and it is the Kansas City Chiefs.
The story of the 2024 NFL season will be these guys, the Chiefs, and their relentless pursuit of history. See, in the history of the league, in the NFL, there has never been a team that's won 3 Super Bowls in a row. Never.
Never done it.
So what can we learn from the teams that have come just short?
You tell us, Peter.
Let's take a walk through time and see what we learn. You see, the Packers, they won the first 2 Super Bowls of all time, Super Bowl I and Super Bowl II. And we know that the Jets shocked the Colts in Super Bowl III. But what did Green Bay do in their 1968 season? Well, they went 6-7-1.
Okay.
See, this was their first year without Vince Lombardi, and it was the Packers' first losing season in a decade, and it marked a turning point in that team's history. It started a long period of futility and a decline up in Green Bay known as the Gory Years. From 1968 to 1991, the Packers would play in just 2 playoff games, winning just one of them. Dolphins, you know, they went undefeated in 72 and then they won again in 73. But then they faced the Raiders in the opening round of the playoffs in 1974. Miami led 26-21 late in the game when in the final seconds, Oakland quarterback Kenny Stabler launched an 8-yard touchdown pass to running back Clarence Davis. Let's see the play here. It's called the Sea of Hands.
Yeah.
This is Stabler to knock off the 2-time defending champions. He's flopping, he throws it. Davis makes the catch. Look at these 4 different Dolphins. And he scores, and John Madden eliminates the Miami Dolphins. The game goes down as the Sea of Hands game, and the Dolphins have yet to win another Lombardi trophy since. Look at Madden right there. Let's go to Pittsburgh, because the Steelers, they won in 74, they won in 75, but then they too lost to the Raiders in the playoffs in 76. But the Steelers didn't go away because they won again in 78 and again in 79. 2 different back-to-back teams. But in 1980, Pittsburgh took a massive step back. They still had a chance with a playoff berth on the line. Pittsburgh goes and they play the Oilers. All right, and this was the game. If they win, they got a shot at the playoffs. End of the regular season. The Oilers won 6-0.
Oh, my God.
And that was that. No three-peat. In the years that followed, the steel curtain eventually came undone. Players retired, other guys left, and Pittsburgh would not get back to the Super Bowl again until they played the Cowboys in the mid-90s. Yeah. Repeat? Yeah, they did it twice. Three-peat? No way. So who's next? How about the 49ers? They won in 88 and 89 and were well on their way in 1990 to becoming the first three-peat team of all time. San Francisco won their first 10 games of the season, blowing teams out, achieving a rare feat of winning 15 straight games dating back to the previous season. But this game, this was an NFC Championship game that Giants will never forget. Jeff Hostetler came into town, and the Giants go on to beat the 49ers in the NFC Championship game in Candlestick that year on these Matt Barr field goals. Matt Barr had 5 different field goals. Leonard Marshall's on the ground. He knocked out Joe Montana, and it was Parcells and the Giants who would eventually go on to play the Bills in the Super Bowl. Not the 49ers. All right, the 90s. We had this team right here and this play right here.
Oh, that's the play.
This is the play. The Cowboys won in 92. They won in 93. 94, they go up against the 49ers in the NFC Championship game. And after being down by a ton of points, Deion Sanders and Michael Irvin have a legendary play right here. Was it pass interference? Was it not pass interference?
This was like Dez caught it before Dez caught it.
This was the play.
Yeah.
All right. They did not call anything. Michael Irvin was distraught. Irv looking up saying, "Are you serious? What are we talking about here?" The Cowboys, Tim McDonald, shout out. Cowboys don't repeat. Niners win that year. All right, finally, we go to the Broncos. All right, Elway, Shanahan, Terrell Davis. They win 2 in a row. And then the 99 season, they didn't have Elway, but they had Brian Greasy at quarterback, and it just didn't go as planned. Terrell Davis was still there. He would unfortunately get hurt in week 4, and that was all she wrote. 6-10 season. The Broncos valiantly tried, but with no Elway and a lot of changes and no TD because of the injury, they weren't three-peating. Last but not least, 19 years ago, we had the New England Patriots. Brady and Belichick won 2 in a row. Playoffs the following year, John Lynch and the Denver Broncos defense beats them on a Saturday night. This is a famous game. Champ Bailey has the return. Ben Watson chases them down.
There it is. That's it.
The 05 Broncos, a team that was led by Jake Plummer, not a team that everyone remembers. They went to the AFC Championship game, would lose to Pittsburgh, but they're the ones with Troy Brown chasing who knocked off the Patriots. You see, there has been 8 different teams that have tried this. None of them have been able to do 3. It is the Kansas City Chiefs' turn. They're up right now. 19 years ago was the last time we had a repeat. Now we're looking for a three-peat.